coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Now on first down from the 28. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Gage. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Trying to get behind the defense. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot, deep in their own end.
A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Afterburner's coming. He's at the... Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold it. Open.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. This offense has a second down play. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The ball's free, and the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards.
And, man, that's frustrating as a coach because you get him outside the pocket while he gets himself outside the pocket, scrambling around, making something happen. Defense is kind of on their heels, make a positive play, and then he just doesn't protect it at the end of the run. Listen, I don't want my quarterbacks, unless it's game time, go situations, to take those kind of hits, and that's exactly.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 1st down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Gage. He turns that loose down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion.
And 1st down for the offense.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Grab near the marker. It's Graham. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. A new set of downs after the completion. Hands it off. Hard running there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
The Buckeyes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Fighting off the defender. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Might as well stick with him. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Minnesota 10, Ohio State 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield. It's McWilliams. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Handoff from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Gage. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 45. The expressway is wide open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying the left side. There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lift. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Quickly complete. Dances away again. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll give it on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missiles.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Fires left. He's got it. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Now on first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain lane. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 14, Minnesota 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air. It's Lindsey. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Glenn. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You
picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. He got it. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He fires to the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And that pass picked off. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in a hurry up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Running back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking for room. It's right. Discards a man. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today, and they've already made a couple. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
21, Minnesota, 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. To throw, it's Gage. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Breaks the tackle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You know, you got to pick your spots when you're running your quarterback because you don't want him to take too many hits. You don't want him to risk injury. But when you see a run like that right there and he gets you the 1st down, man, it makes you want to just dial it up again.
Makes the grab. It's Glenn. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! What a grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 40. Got a lot of running room. At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rocks some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He doesn't really...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He's right on target.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll just keep slinging it. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. It's a fumble. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Here's the return from inside his 10, and the returner will be brought down. The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. They're bringing heat. Escapes trouble. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Handoff to the single back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.